flashes on the camera, and you can see here it's shifted onto the east just a little bit here, but this is an area we definitely want to keep a close eye on. This is Lawrenceburg. There's Mars Hill right through here, and probably a good idea also to let some folks know here with a storm track, Dan, exactly where we're going to be headed with this. Sure and a bit of that timing on here as well. You can see folks over here in Pulaski and Linville, we want you to have a heads up too, because this storm is going to be moving off to the east right now. It's they're moving about 60 miles an hour today. So latest storm track shows it moving to Pulaski at 7:48, over to Giles County High School at 7:48, Cornersville right around 7:58, and then over to around the Cornersville High School at 7:58 as well. So just heads up to folks there in Lawrenceburg that there's a really dangerous storm right there close to you, damaging winds certainly at the least. Now we need to go up and down that line because that rain is now starting to move in some instances into the Nashville area after we've been waiting on it for so long. You can see here much weaker off to the north, and then we're switching back over to our First Alert Live radar. You can see the heavy downpours here around Jolton, Ashland City, right on over to Bellevue as this is continuing to track towards the east. Dan?
All right, Lisa, so there's that to sell moving through Davidson County right now. By the way, we want to footnote the Lawrenceburg talk. And so we just got reports that power is out around Granddaddy Road, 5 potentially miles west of Lawrenceburg. I'm not sure. Power lines blown down at David Crockett School, and power out on the north side of downtown Lawrenceburg. So it could be damaging winds, but you don't fool around with weather like tonight. And we talked about a level 4 threat, a level 3 threat. You've got to just err on the side of caution. So in Lawrenceburg, it's probably a good idea to just stay safe, stay away from windows, get to that safe spot. If the power is out, if we've seen power flashes, the wind is strong enough to do maybe some minor roof damage. And so you don't want to be near windows. So just to, be safe down in Lawrenceburg and on the east side of Lawrence County. All right, here's that cell. And here is, I'm going to do a storm track in Davidson County for you. Watch it moving to the east. Let's try to get that storm track button turned on. One more try. There we go. And so you can see it moving toward Murfreesboro and Smyrna at almost 70 miles an hour. So it's going to roll into Brentwood Academy now, Madison now, Father Ryan High School essentially now, Paragon Mills 7:38. And so the leading edge of this is moving pretty quickly. You're going to get the downpours, as Lisa talked about. You're going to get the gusty wind. Farther south down the line, Spring Hill and Thompson Station, Franklin, you're next in line. There's Columbia. There's Linville in Giles County and Pulaski too. There's a lot of lightning, a lot of thunder. Let's actually do a track across the southern tier right now. And you can see that. And that's moving toward Pulaski. So just to give you a heads up, the leading edge of this could really still have some damaging winds moving into Giles County. It looks like Bodenham at 7:41 and Pulaski 7:48. Lisa?
All right, and before we leave our radar altogether, let's go all the way back up to the top because I want to let folks know up here what's going on too. See how we've had so much weakening happening here. So things are getting better for you in Franklin up towards Hopkinsville. You're mainly looking at just some heavier rain, nothing in terms of the severity that we're seeing much farther down to the south like it's happening in Nashville right now. And you can see on some of the Franklin camera there that a lot of rain is coming down in this area. So we're talking about severe thunderstorm warnings that do include Nashville, stretched out over to folks there in Wilson County and right on over into right there along that Rutherford County line. And then you've also got Marshall County included in a severe thunderstorm warning as well, with this line of the storm down through Columbia and Mount Pleasant. And then, of course, as we were mentioning, really kind of concerned about what's going on there in Lawrence County. So in Lawrenceburg itself, make sure that you're watching very closely and just go on and hunker down, get into your safe place there until this line passes you by there in Lawrence County. Now, Dan and I are going to be here. We're going to give you the latest on what's going on. So do stay with us here on News 4. We'll be right back with an update.
We now return to regular programming. Get more updates at WSMV.com and on the WSMV app.